Rick Santorum is playing up the Christian persecution complex that we've been talking about by saying that Christians must continue to fight the war against what? Against gay marriage. Rick Santorum took a bunch of heat when he was an obviously doomed to fail presidential candidate for going on Brian Fisher's radio program on the American Family Association radio station, show, whatever. And he doesn't care. He didn't care then. He continues to go on. And this time he was on, and he was telling Brian Fisher that business owners who refuse to serve gay customers have been sent to re-education camps, and that soon Christian pastors in the United States are going to be thrown into jail or martyred. I'm going to play a clip for you. Remember that Rick Santorum, when we talk about that group of Americans that is against Muslim Sharia law, but is absolutely into a Christian version of that Muslim Sharia law, Rick Santorum is at the top of that list. He's one of the leaders of that movement. And here's what he had to say to Brian Fisher about this very noble war that he thinks is being fought, apparently against two guys getting married.
Next day, they came out fighting. And when you look at the conservative side, how many people do you hear right now saying, oh, we've already lost the marriage issue, it's time to move on, we can't win? And we haven't even lost yet. And the majority of Americans still believe in marriage, and yet our side is willing to sort of fold our tent and go away. We have to understand that this is a war, and if we don't engage in this war, we will lose this war.
Yes, Rick, that's exactly what's going on. The drastic, vast majority of Americans who have a federal holiday specifically for their religion called Christmas, they're being really discriminated against. I feel so sorry, Lewis, for Christians in this country. They're at the bottom, you know, they're at the bottom of every socioeconomic tier culturally. The law discriminates against them. Schools discriminate against them. Christians just can't get a break in this country.
It's incredible that they are just completely unable to put things into perspective and to look at other parts of the world, or even some of the people in their own country, and understand what actual discrimination is.
Yeah, and remember that Rick Santorum is also factually wrong, because more than 50% of Americans support some combination of gay marriage and or civil unions at this point. I also like that Rick Santorum acts like he's being really discriminated against. Rick Santorum, over the last few years, has been able to mouth off and express his dislike of minorities, Muslims, gay people, and of course, blah people. Remember that, Lewis? He doesn't like blah people. And he's not been discriminated against. Where's the discrimination?
I guess maybe not winning that primary was discrimination. I'm not sure.